I'm singing this New Year's song as if it's actually the end of the year, but it's only the last Saturday of the year. But let's begin, shall we? Katie, hello! Welcome back. Good to see you all. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, here we are. This is the last Saturday of the year 2024. And if I don't see you again for the next 3 days, which is the last 3 days of the entire year, then I just want to say thank you for a wonderful year of me doing what I do for all of you. It has been an absolute joy. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the super chats and super thanks and other different ways that you have shown me support throughout this entire year as I continue to be a full-time YouTuber, going through this career, all of its motions, but enjoying every single second of it. I just want to say thank you for making this an incredibly fun year. We've had amazing movies come out. We've had amazing games come out. We've had amazing anime come out. A whole bunch of different things. One Piece has been good. Sakamoto Days has been good. I believe this year saw the end of not only My Hero Academia, but also Jujutsu Kaisen as well. It has been an eventful year. But I just wanted to spend some time with you guys. If I don't do any final streams of this year, which I'm probably still going to do something for this year, though. I'm probably still going to do something for the very last day of the year. I'm probably still going to do something. On top of me doing my One Piece reflections, I'm probably going to do something else, which will be my final stream of the year. Not my final Saturday stream, because this is it, but final stream of the year. But I just wanted to say thank you for everything you guys have done for me throughout this year. The support you've shown just by, appearing in streams or commenting on videos and liking. And even if you're brand new here, I just want to say thank you for sticking around. And to all of my members, I want to say thank you just in general for being members. I will be doing more for you guys in the year 2025 because as people, who subscribe every single month, as members, they subscribe to the whole membership thing that I got on this channel. For you guys, I know I need to be doing more because you guys don't have to spend your hard-earned money on me. You don't. It is not a requirement here on this channel. Although I do appreciate it, I do feel like I can be doing more for you guys. Don't worry, as we move into 2025, I will be making sure that I take the proper rest because if I wanted, I could just go through every single day just streaming or making videos without end. I would. But, as we get older and as I get older and as this channel gets older, I feel it is necessary for me to take a special day for myself going forward. I kind of started it late this year, but next year I'm going to keep that going with Wednesdays being my days off unless there is a One Punch Man chapter out that day. If there isn't one, then I will be taking a rest. But it's been a joy. I mean, all the games I've played, and I call myself working on a script for an end of the year games review video, but I'm still writing it just a little bit, and I don't know if I'm going to be done by Tuesday. I might be able to get it done by Tuesday because it doesn't take me long to write out scripts. It doesn't take me long at all. So all that will really probably take time is just getting the videos down and then just chopping them up so that they can make sense. It probably won't be a long video because I didn't play as many games as I did last year. Like I played Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, and Darktide, V Rising. A lot of different new games that came out this year. I'm not talking about games that got revamped and then re-released this year, but I mean brand new games that came out. Yes, please rest. We need you at 100%. Oh, I know. Still have that little phlegmy residual cough that's just trying to rest there, but ha! It ain't gonna keep me down. Bro, don't sweat it. I know. I was just thinking like, I did it last year. But I was already way ahead when I did my review last year, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it in time. But if I'm not able to get like a games review out, then I hope you guys won't hold it against me. It was something that was suggested to me. It was something that was suggested to me, I want to say earlier this week. Oh, I think it was last week. It was either earlier this week or last week, and I thought like, oh wow, I didn't actually do that. But if I'm not able to do it, I'm not gonna sweat it too much. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. But this year's been fun. It's been fun, and as this channel continues to grow, it is on a steady rise. We achieved 5,000 this year, and I'm looking. I'm looking to achieve 10,000 next year, though that just seems small. So let's just continue aiming for like 100,000 subscribers for this channel, because I feel like I can reach them. I know I can. When I get up here on this platform, I just come up here with the pure intent of enjoying what I do, just verbatim, just right off the bat, but also hoping and working towards making sure that people who come here enjoy what I do as well. Like, they get to come here, they get to chill. I'm going to hold it against you if you overdo it. I know. That's the reason why I'm going to ease off. I had a script already, but you know what? I'll save it, but I probably won't do like a game review for this year. I mean, you guys have heard my reviews for games throughout every session. Apologies if I'm not able to consolidate them. I'm not really a YouTuber who does like game reviews every single year. I just decided to do one, but that was only because I had proper prep time way earlier on, like well before December. So I was already working on it then, but I feel like it's kind of too late for me to do that now because of all the prep work it took for me to do the last one. But yeah, I understand what you mean. But with this channel, I'm always looking forward to brand new people coming by, and enjoying themselves. That's the whole purpose of this channel. It's not trying to be the biggest YouTuber out there. It's not trying to be bigger than Markiplier, which will take a lot of effort. It's not that I'm not trying to be better than anybody out there. I'm just here that likes to do what I do, from voice acting, playing games, reacting to stuff, and, just making a chill environment for people to enjoy themselves. I mean, that's really all I look for at the end of the day. If even one person is entertained by what I do on this channel, then I've done my job. I'm fulfilling this channel's purpose. It's not out there to try and, make as much money as possible, even though that sounds nice. It's not out there to try and make as much money as possible. Which is why I don't like put mid-roll stuff in the middle of my streams, simply because in the middle of either my videos or my streams, because it would ruin your immersion. Like, I'm playing a game, you guys are enjoying yourselves, and all of a sudden, boom, mid-roll ad. And I'm like, no, that just ruins the immersion. And I'm not trying to humble brag. I'm not trying to humble brag or anything. It's just that I feel, for me, if I'm watching a stream and then an ad suddenly pops up, it depends on the person. It depends on the person. If it's a person that I like watching, then I won't mind it. But if it's a person that's just doing it for the sake of doing it, then it's like, or treating your subscribers like yeah. Because here's the thing. That, and there's a lot of YouTubers out there that seem to forget that our channel would not be where it is if it wasn't for people like you viewing. You're people. You're not numbers to be counted as you wait for your subscriber count to get higher. Kitty, you're not subscriber 4,946. You have a name. Cyrax, you're not subscriber 3,267. You have a name. That goes for every single one of you. You are people. So, I always tell you guys, don't get hung up if you're not able to make a video, if you're not able to make a stream. If you say, oh, I'm sorry for being late. You don't owe me nothing to be on time. I tell you guys this all the time. Or, oh, I was late. I was at work. Oh, and I'm home late from work, so I wasn't able to tune in. I've been very busy. And I'm like, bruh, person, hey, it's all good. You're busy. Life happens. You guys, because here's the thing. You guys don't live here on YouTube. You don't live here. You may watch the stuff I do, but you don't live here. You have lives. As soon as I hit stop stream, you got a life to run. Sure, some of you may have me playing in the background while you're doing whatever life demands of you, because maybe my dulcet tones are just that soothing for you. In all seriousness, you guys have lives. You don't owe me anything. Oh, Kitty! No numbers, but names. Oh, Kitty, thank you. Thank you. Hold on, let me see. Can I heart that? Yes. Can I like that? I cannot. Why can't I not like super chats when they show up? Hold on. I got to do it through my phone. I don't know why they set it up that way, where it gives me the ability to see the like on the super chat, but it won't allow me to actually like it from my own laptop. It gets on my nerves. It does. This is something they need to fix. This is something they need to fix in 2025. Hold on, let me... No, I'm being serious, Kitty. It gets on my nerves. It gets on my nerves that I can't like it when it pops up, because I want to like it before it disappears. There we go. There we go. All right. But you guys, I am happy that I found you. I love your attitude. Cyrax, look, this is something that I learned when I started doing YouTube. When I first started doing YouTube, I did it because, you know, I thought it was cool, but I didn't have an overarching. I still remember that 3-pointer in RoboCop. I almost burned dinner. I was wheezing so hard. I am so sorry you almost burned your dinner laughing at me. I am so sorry. But when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't exactly have like a goal of or an idea of why I do what I do. I have one now, but I didn't have one when I first started. So seeing 10 years go by, 10 years from where I started versus where I am now, one, I'm happy. Because your boy was tired when I would do streams for you guys at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, back when I was working at my last job at Harris Teeter. And I would be moderately tired, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get myself a couple of hours of sleep, wake up at 11:30, and then get everything ready for 12 o'clock, and then keep going. And if I had a shift later that day, I would only go for maybe like what? I want to say it was like 2 hours. So that way I could chill, eat some food, and then when it became 6 o'clock, I would go to sleep. So that way I could sleep 4 hours, so I could wake up for my shift. Yo, Cyrax! Let's celebrate the... Oh my goodness! Is this Cyrax? Well, thank you. Hold on, let me do it properly. Like, yes! Thank you, Cyrax, with the super chat. My goodness, thank you. Hold on, let me do this right. Thank you. So I would go to sleep at 6 and then sleep 4 hours just so I could work a shift overnight. And that process would repeat. Yo, Ozzy. Greetings. What have I missed so far? I'm just been talking to you guys. I've just been talking, Ozzy. I just been talky. I just been talky. I know what I said. I've just been talking and apparently getting super chats from you guys. So, but when I was at Harris Teeter, you guys know the story. When I was at Harris Teeter, I did it because it paid well and it was consistent. And but I was able to come home and do what I really loved, because when I was at Harris Teeter, I would look forward to sitting down here in this chair. Not necessarily this chair. The last one I had, it was old, so I had to throw it away. So I went back to using this one because this encourages me to sit up straight instead of like slouching all the time that I started to do with my old gaming chair. But I always look forward to when I would get home and think about, like, okay, I know I'm loading up this truck. I know I'm putting these waters in the waters and drinks in the shelves. It's a good thing I wasn't here when you were doing that. Oh, me coming home to sleep a little bit, then streaming, and then going to sleep again in order to work a shift. Yeah, it's probably a good thing you weren't here yet. It's probably a good thing you weren't here yet, because you probably would have scolded me. Don't you think you need to go to sleep for your shift? Ozzy! Yo! My goodness! You are my friend! What is with all these super chats, everybody? Thank you! Thank you! Ozzy! Let me add to the pot. And also, I need to read what Cyrax said. He said, Cyrax, Kitty with no numbers, no numbers, but names. Cyrax with you are awesome 100. And Ozzy with, well, let me add to the pot. With 2 smiley faces. Thank you, everybody. But, it was more of me just thinking, like, I just want to get home so I can just stream, because that's what I love doing. Remember my 1 hour throwbacks? How many of you, raise your hand if you were here long enough to know what 1 hour throwbacks were, which were the streams I would do when I would play old games for 1 hour and then I would just rest, so that way I could chill. Especially if I was extra tired, I would take a nap after that 1 hour throwback, and that would be the sort of streams I had back then. I haven't done a 1 hour throwback in a while now, since I have way more time on my hands to go longer than 1 hour. So that's how it was for me for a while. But fast forward to where we are now, 2 years in, being on this channel full time, working on this full time. I wasn't here. Oh yeah, Kitty. Yeah, I used to, like I said, I used to play games for exactly 1 hour, and it would be old games, like throwback games like Prototype and BioShock, like really, really old games, like maybe 5 to 7 years old. In the 5 to 7 years old, I would play a lot of old games. But luckily, you were not here when I was playing BioShock, the BioShock series, because one session was about 9 hours. And I honestly believe you probably would have told me, go away and sleep or eat. But fast forward, after leaving my last job and then just sticking with this full time, hasn't always been easy. It hasn't always met where I wanted to meet it, yet every single day and every time I go to sleep, I thank God I had so much fun today doing what I love to do. And then I wake up getting ready to do it again. This is my life. This is my life. And I'm just grateful. I am grateful that I get to spend these moments not only with you guys, but also more time here at the house. I get to help out more and all sorts of different things. But I also get to dedicate more time to doing what I love to do. You see, when you do what you love to do, it never feels like work. Even though I take breaks. Even though I take breaks, it doesn't feel like work to me. When I get up here and I adjust this mic and this pop filter, make sure my camera's all nice and clean, no dust nowhere. I can name a day you weren't happy. Oh, was it from Dragon's Dogma 2? Are you thinking about that day when I lost all of that progress in Dragon's Dogma 2 after playing through the game twice? That was not a happy day. That was not a happy day at all. I remember that. It was not happy at all. But every day I wake up, one, I'm grateful to wake up at all. And see, I had a feeling that's where you were going. I had a feeling that was where you were going, Kitty. But every day I wake up, I was upset. I was upset with what that game did. What you mean? Hey, you can't hit the Sphinx all over its body with this arrow that can kill it instantly. It doesn't matter that it can kill things instantly. You gotta hit it in the right spot. Not only that, but when you fire the arrow, the game autosaves, so you have to wait until the next time. You gotta wait until the next playthrough. And since there's no save slots in which you can load back, you have to wait until your next game in order for you to attempt it again. Then I realized that I hadn't saved my game at an inn. I just speedlined towards the Sphinx. And when I failed to kill the Sphinx, I loaded back to my last save, my last rest stop. And it put me all the way back at the beginning of the game. That was the final straw. That was the final straw for me. And I said, you know what? I don't care about Dragon's Dogma anymore. You can have it. You can keep it. I traded it in for Stellar Blade. And I am far better off with Stellar Blade. So, but yeah, that was not a happy day. That was not a happy day. It was also, that game also did a lot of things that I found kind of silly. So many typos in my last comments. I feel you. The last job I was at, the boss saved me the trouble of strangling him by firing me, but I'm in a much better place with a way better job. Hey. At least you're in a far better place. As far as, like, jobs go. But, yeah, I felt broken for you. You handled that better than I would have. Look, my way of venting frustration when it comes to games is just loudly proclaiming what I don't like. Just reread what I said and no typo. Yeah, there's no typos. There is literally no there is literally no typos in what you just said. But playing that game, how I vent my frustration is either I get up and I breathe heavily, like I either breathe heavily or I exclaim loudly, what happened? And I let that be the way I vent. Because I ain't throwing nothing. I ain't throwing nothing in my room. I ain't breaking nothing. I'm not snapping no controllers in half. I ain't breaking no TVs. I ain't kicking nothing. I ain't doing none of that. Because one, stuff is expensive. And I'd rather vent non-lethally. That is what that is what I do. I'm a non-lethal venter. I don't exact physical retribution against stuff when I get mad in a game. If I die, like for instance, I was playing Elden Ring, I want to say yesterday. And also Ryan, hello. I was playing Elden Ring. I had 24,000 runes. Halster, good to see you. I had 24,000 runes. And I went inside the Raya. Michael Mauger, good to see you. The opposite of LTG, just the way we like it. Everyone should be the opposite of LTG. Everyone. Because then people would actually like you. Just saying. But I went into this Raya Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. And you know that it's the tunnel that has those miners, those undead miners, mining dudes. I want to be specific by saying undead mining dudes. And then you have those jumps, those spaced out jumps on the far end of the wall, and then you got the stone that's in the corner, and then you have that one pickup that's high up, but you have to place your jumps carefully. You have to place your jumps carefully, otherwise you just fall straight down. So I lost those 24,000 runes by trying to do that platforming, and I fell straight down, and then I tried to get it back, and I failed to jump again, and I lost all of it. I bet you'll throw something if you play Getting Over It. I'm never playing that game. I seen enough rage quit compilations on that game alone where I will never play that. Oh, gotta and oh right, Michael Balger. How's it been? It's been a while. I know, Michael. It's been a while. I hope everything is. I hope everything has been good for you. I hope life has been treating you well this year. This is the last Saturday of the year, and I just wanted to spend it talking to you guys. But I felt and Ogata, hey to you as well. That's his initials and meaningless. Something he's not. Oh, he's low tier, but Ogata he is not. He is definitely low tier, but Ogata he's not. But yeah, I fell down in that pit, and when I say, and mind you, it was getting a little bit late in the night. And I couldn't, like, vocally exclaim, "Oh, come on!" I couldn't vocally do that. I had to put my controller down and just silently walk through my room and think about my life decisions. What did I do? Why isn't there a rewind button? You know, stuff that's never going to be in a From Software game. Just saying ridiculous stuff. If I could just rewind time back just a couple of seconds, I could save myself from that and not. Why did I go in this tunnel in the first place? I could have avoided all of this if I had just spent my runes on health, because I'm working on a shield tank build, which is going nicely, by the way. I could have spent it on health or endurance so I can carry some heavy stuff. Why did I bother going into this tunnel? And then I had to just sit down and just go, they're gone. They're never coming back. They're never coming back. And then I just moved on from there. I just moved on from it. But that's how I deal with stuff that could easily rage you. I'm just like, this is what we're doing. Because you guys have heard me whenever I'm facing bosses and they're just beating me down, and then it gets worse and worse. And you guys just hear me go off on rants. Yeah, the coulda, shoulda, woulda. The coulda, shoulda, woulda of games has been many a bane for gamers across the years. I can't believe it's only about to be 7 o'clock. Normally, this would seem like it's like later on in the night, like maybe 9 or even 10, but it's about to be 7. Man, time does fly. But yes, while Elden Ring is a great game, it is one of those games where a slight mishap can take your entire session into like a, oh, why did I boot up this game today? It's amazing. But that's just how I operate when it comes to games. I don't get overly mad when a game does stuff to me. My time is all jacked up. I know you were in a completely different time zone, and now you're back. So take as much time as you need to get readjusted. But going back to the whole matter of just everything that you guys have done for me this year. If I don't see you again, if I don't see you for the next 3 days, because there's no chapters of One Piece or Sakamoto Days tomorrow. They're on break until like what, January 8th, I think. Hold on, let me check Viz. Give me a sec. Let me double check. 6 days from now. Yeah, 6 days from now. Hold on, let me count. Yeah, it's gonna be on a. Well, so much for me having rest on Wednesday, because it's gonna be on a Wednesday. So looking back at that, when you beat it, it's sometimes worth the frustration. Oh yeah, when I beat the final boss of Shadow of the Erdtree, after switching my entire build into just holding a shield and just poking it to death, that's the reason why I'm making a shield tank build right now. That moment alone at the end of my Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough would just open my eyes to the possibilities of builds. It opened them in ways I could not possibly imagine. And it was amazing. But going back to you guys, because we can talk about games all night. We could. I got nothing but time, but not really, because I got church in the morning. Are you going to be reacting to Solo Leveling Season 2 on January 4th? Yes. Since Bleach is now over, and the season finale of of season 3 is over, Solo Leveling will now be taking that spot. So not only will I be reacting to Solo Leveling's second season, but I'll also be reacting to Solo Leveling Ragnarok directly behind it. So Saturdays will be Solo Leveling Saturdays. So yeah, I will be... Hold on, sneeze. They always sneak up on you. I will be reacting to Solo Leveling Season 2. If I did Season 1, I mean, you better believe I'm going to do Season 2 as well. Oh, speaking of Solo Leveling, how was Solo Leveling Ragnarok? Always sneaking up. But today's chapter was quite nice. I don't want to spoil, so I'm not going to say. Well, thank you. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you for being a real one for that. But I loved today's chapter of Ragnarok. I thought it was very good. The best bro is back. The best bro is back. It was so great to see him again. Oh, it was so good. But yeah, I love today's chapter of Solo Leveling Ragnarok. It was very good. So, let me get back to you guys. You guys keep diverging me off, but I want to get back to you guys. For you guys, I have like the option of like making polls about stuff that you guys want to see. And I ask my members this all the time as well. Specifically, I ask my members this first. I'll have to watch it. I sadly missed it. You'll enjoy it. But I ask this of my members the majority of the time first before I ask you guys. Specifically what you guys would like to see, like gaming-wise, even manga stuff. I still need to add Kaiju number 8 to the channel as well because I wanna read that story. So I feel like I'll probably have to do some catch-up streams for that before I fully catch up with the series. And then that'll probably be a series that gets added alongside Sakamoto Days and One Piece to fill in the space that My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen left behind. So that's something I wanted to start it this year, but I never got around to it. So next year, I want to start it. I don't know if I'm going to start it in January because I got to see how January is as far as content and everything else that I'm going to be doing in that month. So it either might be something that is in late January or something that it starts in February, but we'll have to see. Did you hear about the My Hero Academia Vigilante anime at a Teach next? Oh, I heard about that. I heard about the Vigilante anime. I saw the trailer for it as well. That's getting like its own whole series. And not only that, but My Hero Academia's anime is going to be ending soon as well. Which is something. Like My Hero Academia just ended this year. And then the anime is going to be ending next year. I believe in April? No. That's when One Piece comes back. But My Hero Academia's anime is going to be ending next year. Fire Force is going to be coming back, and it's going to be the last season as well. So, a lot of final seasons for a lot of series. I kind of wonder what they're going to do for Jujutsu Kaisen, because Jujutsu Kaisen is already over, and last we saw of the series, we were, dealing with the aftermath of the Shibuya incident, right? Last I saw, we were still dealing with the aftermath of the Shibuya incident, and a lot of things transpired directly after the Shibuya incident. But we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we'll get a new season of Frieren. Because I would love to watch more Frieren. The Frieren journey on Journey's End, I think it's called. I want to get the correct subtitle for it. Frieren is a very good anime. If you have never seen Frieren, please watch it. It is very well done. Both the regular Japanese audio and the English dub. The English dub for Frieren is actually really, really good. It's not often that I praise dubs for anime because it is subjective, whether people like it or not. But I have to say that the Frieren dub is very well done. And if you haven't watched it, please do. Dude, they went on a pertinent break. Same thing happened to Fairy Tail. The anime ended a few months after the manga. Yeah. Oh, they went on a permanent break. Wait, Frieren went on a permanent break, or Jujutsu Kaisen went on a permanent break? Which one? Frieren break or Jujutsu Kaisen break? Because if that's the case, then we probably won't be seeing Jujutsu Kaisen for a hot minute. If you mean Frieren, oh no, I actually want more of that. I just went off on a whole tangent just talking about anime. Frieren. Oh, Frieren. Oh. Oh. Oh no. They went on a permanent break. And you mean the anime? Hold on. Frieren. Oh. Oh. Going on indefinite hiatus. Oh. It was announced back in September, but now they're going on hiatus. I had no idea. Oh, the manga. The manga is on an indefinite hiatus. Oh, okay. Yeah, the creator's health is bad. That's not a good sign. Yeah, the manga is on an indefinite hiatus. Season 2 of the anime has been announced, but details are scarce and may be shorter. But yeah, the manga itself is on an indefinite hiatus due to the author's health concerns. And I got to bring this back up to you guys. This is a good reason why it's important, despite the job you may have. It's very important for you to take care of yourself, myself included. Like, I could dedicate hours upon hours of either creating videos or just doing streams, and we're just playing games or watching stuff or whatever. But it's very important to take care of yourself. Life is not promised the next second. So many people are so used to that, but life is not promised the very next second you breathe. So it's very important for all of you to make sure that you get the proper rest you need. Take not only health breaks, but mental breaks as well. You'd be surprised just how much more relaxed you are when you ain't got so much information just coming in here. So is Frieren a good anime? It's fantastic. Please watch it. I would not be telling you to watch Frieren if I didn't think it was good. I would not be telling you guys to watch I would not be telling you guys to watch an anime if it wasn't good. Because if an anime is not good, I'm stop watching it. I stop watching it. I would not be telling you guys to watch an anime if it wasn't good. But gonna go get a food, have fun. Make sure you get a drink along with a food. Really wish that they would bring back the legend of the legendary heroes. The Sharingan and Geese have nothing on Reiner's Lutz Alpha Stigma. See, I need to check it out then. Cyrax, please do. Frieren is extremely good. It really is. But it's very important for you guys to get some rest. Please. As people who watch what I do on a regular or maybe even a semi-regular basis, it's very important that you guys take a break when you need to. It is not necessary for you to watch every single thing that I do if it keeps you from resting. Don't worry about trying to show up if I'm streaming and then it's late where you are. Don't worry about it. You get your rest. Don't worry about anything I got going on if it compromises your ability to get some good night's sleep, or if you're not feeling well and you're trying to rest. Don't worry about it. Let me exit out of hold on. Let me exit out of some of these things. Because I see my video kind of skipping just a little bit. Hold Hold on, let me pull that up and then bring this back. Blaziken, yo, what's going on? Yeah, it's skipping. It's skipping. Hold on, let me exit out of this. Let me exit out of everything that I am not using. Let me exit out of that, because part of me wanted to do like a reaction stream where we just look at crazy AI created stuff. But I thought, you know what? I don't want to fill my my people's heads with nightmare fuel before they go to sleep. So I thought, you know what? Let me just talk to them. It'll probably give them a far better peace of mind than that. But Blaziken, it's good to see you. Welcome. We're just talking. We're just talking to each other in our final Saturday stream of the year 2024. But it's very important for you guys to get some rest when you need it. Don't worry about trying to show up to everything that I do if it compromises your ability to rest. And it's because it's important. It's not just important for you, but it's important for me because you guys were here when I had that bout, like with that little cold I had. Still, got some lingering side effects, but at least I can breathe through both of my nostrils now. But my voice wasn't worth nothing like last week. It wasn't worth anything at all. I really couldn't speak long sentences without breaking into a massive coughing fit. I had to take a couple of breaks from doing what I enjoyed. All right, I see this thing skipping. I didn't have my Ethernet cable plugged in because I thought you guys can't see. You guys are just only viewing me, so I probably don't need it. But no, trying to do this through Wi-Fi, it wants to be difficult. So I'll wait until it syncs up. Running off of Ethernet so that way it can stop skipping, because I see my video skipping when I'm doing stuff. All right, let me refresh so it doesn't have that extra in there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you got 6 started the Game Awards night. I'm still salty. Yeah, I wasn't at my absolute best during the Game Awards, but I was well enough to do everything else. Yeah, I can't laugh without fighting this massive cough. Ain't it annoying when the cough is very heavy and present and you try to laugh but you can't go like It's annoying when you can't laugh how you want to because the cough says like, "No. I interrupt. I interrupt you. You do not get to laugh in my face. I get to interrupt you." So they get a little bit annoying. They do indeed get a little bit annoying. But okay. It's not picking up that it's connected to the Ethernet cable. Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a hot minute. Because it doesn't want to acknowledge. It doesn't want to acknowledge that I got my. It doesn't want to acknowledge that I got this plugged in. Hold on. It's still skipping. It's gonna say that the wheel is rolling just a little bit. Just give me a sec. Hold on. Let me fix it. All right, it's plugged in. We should have a much smoother experience. All right, cool. We're back up again. I know it sucks. I got over my sickness. I'm getting there too. Okay. So, going back to you guys, I had to double check cuz I got the stream on my phone as well so I can just double check and just see the quality. All right. All right. So, going forward, and this is something I also and like I was mentioning before as far as the channel is concerned, and I discussed this with my members. I always bring up polls and stuff that you guys would like to see. And as far as like members is concerned, I will be doing more for you guys because, as like I said before, as people who subscribes exclusively to like the tiers and stuff that I have on this channel, I feel like I could be doing a whole lot more. Skipping? We're skipping? I think it was skipping because I had to reload the page and then the encoder started to mess around. Yeah, it started to mess around just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it was skipping because here's the thing. Since I operate off of a laptop, whenever I click on different tabs and stuff, that's usually the point of the stream where you guys would see it skip just a little bit. So that'll probably be something I fix later on once I get like a much better system, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for my members, I'm going to be doing a lot more for you guys because of what you guys do for me as like regular members who are part of the membership for this channel. I'm going to be doing a whole lot more for you. And as far as everyone else who watches what I do, I'm going to be doing some stuff for you guys, putting a lot more polls in the community tab as well as like stuff you would like to do throughout a month, like maybe like Q&As or just a big old session where we just chill with each other and just react to stuff. There's a lot of things that I want to do for you guys to make your time here on this channel just a whole lot more fun. And also, in doing so, this will continue to create an environment where people, both, veterans of this channel and people who come by for the very first time, they get to enjoy themselves just by the community that we built up. Because I got to say this, I am proud of the community that we've built up. I am proud of this community that we've built up. You guys actually, I was at the peak of happiness for this community when Kitty went through what she went through. And you guys pulled together some get well wishes, both here on the channel and over on Discord as well. I have never been more proud of this community than that moment right there. And it's like, this is what I've built this channel to be. People who can be there for each other, even though we're just people on the internet. We're just people on the internet who have never met each other. But I want this to be a community where we look out for one another, like we call and this is something that happens on the Discord as well. We call each other out on our own foolishness, but we don't do it in a disrespectful way. Whenever one of us behaves like out of turn, we correct it, but we do it in a respectful manner that doesn't shame the person. We do it in a way where that person can learn from what they've done, and we grow as a community because we have each other's backs. That is the community that we've built up. But you guys just continue to impress me. I am happy to have done what I've done with this channel to get a community as wonderful as you guys. And I'm eternally grateful to one and all. Look, Kitty, we are glad you are still here. I'll keep saying it. We are so glad you are here with us. She is a Kitty Lover here. She is our resident queen of destruction, who revels in mayhem, dismemberment, and blood and gore, but also one of the kindest souls you could ever meet. And a fantastic cook because she continues to bless us with recipes of the Master Chef variety. But Kitty, I said this to your husband as well. Well, I think I said this to your husband, but we are just honored to have you here. We're just you being in this community in general. And I'm happy that you're one of my moderators. And it's just I'm just shocked that I have a community where I could have people like you here that I can rely on from time to time. And we talk and we discuss things as far as like, YouTuber to his moderators. And I'm glad that we are capable of seeing eye to eye on many things so that we can continue to fulfill our roles together, not just you and me, but basically all of my moderators. I'm happy that we here. So that way we can keep this community safe and welcoming for everyone. Because, a lot of crazy people out here on the internet. And there are a lot of them congregate on YouTube. And I'm just I'm in light of like the craziness that happens in this world, I'm glad we can make this a space where basically everyone is welcome. Now, let me go ahead and say this. We do not tolerate any sort of tomfoolery that is looking to sow discord or chaos here in this chat, because we get rid of that quickly. If you didn't know, now you know. But that's how we operate. We cool peoples, but don't be coming in here trying to act all brand new. We were born that night, not last night. You ain't gonna be getting away with nothing. But we don't do it in a way where we just threaten people. This isn't a community where we threaten people like, if you don't do this, there will be retribution. Like, I'll be the one that says like, hey, if you don't act right, I'll handle it. I'll handle you myself. I'm the one who will vocally say that. You guys give warnings, but I'm the one who will vocally say like, I'll get up in your hind parts. Try something if you want to. But we're trying to be chill here, but don't push the issue. Like, I'm glad that we're a community that is understanding first, then jumping the gun second. I'm going to beat you one day, it's one to many. Yes, it is one to many. What in reference to that is there are many moments where Kitty wants to respond to something that someone is saying in Discord, and I will respond quicker than her with the exact response that is needed for such a situation. And I have done it so many times that I've lost count. She's only managed to get one on me, and that was literally what, in November? I want to say it was in November. It was either in November or October, but it was just one time. She's looking to break the streak. She's looking to break the streak where she can be the first responder quicker than me. So, we'll see. Be on your toes. You don't know when I'm going to quick draw. You don't know when I'm just going to pop in there, get the answer, and then just dip. Come in there, says a response, doesn't explain anything, leaves. So, but yeah, we just messing. It's a little inside joke for it's an inside joke for the both of us. But I'm just grateful to have people who I can share life with. Outside of my family. I love my family. I love spending time with them. Building furniture for the parents so that way they have brand new furniture for the new year. I love doing all that, taking care of the boys, helping out when I'm needed. But I also love being here with you guys and just whether it's me playing a game, me messing with Genshin. I've been thinking about Genshin. I tried rolling. I built up enough gems again. Don't worry, I did not spend any money on them. But I built up enough gems again. Still can't get that weapon for Neuvillette. But I still couldn't get his weapon, and I'm just like, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna save up all my gems for the next time his weapon rolls around. And it'll probably be a hot minute, so that'll be plenty of time for me to save Primo gems and twist intertwined fate so that way I can roll for his weapon easily. And then I could just, but in the meantime, I'll probably just continue the story. And I've been wondering, would you guys be interested in me continuing more Genshin on the channel? Because this is a very serious and honest question. While I do enjoy playing Genshin and trying to get through the story, have yet to get to Inazuma because I still got some story stuff to do. But while I do enjoy playing Genshin, I don't feel like it's stuff that you guys would want to see on a regular basis. Because one, I'm not a Genshin YouTuber. I feel like I missed my window to really get into Genshin, a little while after launch. I could get back into it I can continue and just continue to play like OG Genshin player, continues the story after so many years. But I'm like, is this something that you guys would like to see? Have you ever thought about playing Honkai Star Rail? I've played it. I haven't played it in a minute. Let me tell you where I am. Yes, I kind of fell off of it myself because I got stuck in one spot in the game. The thing is, for me, that I think that I like more, I am not really into it. That's understandable. The type of gameplay that it is may not resonate with a lot of people. And the whole angle of in order for you to get some really good characters, you need to save up on currency that you can either earn a long time of grinding or just chuck out a couple of dollars for an increased chance of getting what you would like. It would be good for those free days, but I don't think a series would do. So, let me ask you guys this. Would any of you be bent out of shape if I just continued to play Genshin and just the free days where I do stream it, it just happens to be wherever I am in the game and not necessarily me making every single session just dedicated to story? Because there's so much more I could be doing in Genshin if I didn't dedicate streams to holding off from the story. Would anybody be opposed to me just messing with Genshin on my own time? Because I honestly feel I probably missed my window to make this an entire series where I just played everything Genshin has to offer, because they're going to keep adding stuff in Genshin. And not only that, but Genshin, it's like, I enjoy it, but I don't want it to be like something I dedicate so much time to that I don't actually play anything else. Because I really want to work on Elden Ring and work on my builds there, but I find myself just messing with Genshin, and in the back of my head, and let me just tell you how my brain works a little bit, especially when it comes to doing stuff for this channel. Part of me will play a game, but I won't touch certain aspects of the game because I wonder if people would like to see me continue this. That's what actually keeps me back from messing with some of these games that I have, because I'm always thinking, well, what if people want to watch me do this? And that's something that I feel like a lot of tubers face as a dilemma, because while they can have plenty of games that they can play themselves, there's also the thought of, what if people want to watch me play this? What if I could turn this into a series and just play this for other people? So that is something that's actually been in my mind a little bit. I know I've had some people who enjoy me playing Genshin, but at the same time, I feel like I could probably just keep progressing through Genshin and maybe never show it again on my channel, and I don't think people would miss it. I'm going to be honest. Sure, I made some videos of me trying to pull Neuvillette, of which I got, which was amazing, by the way. Me pulling him on, like, what? A couple of tries of me trying to get Neuvillette. One of the best DPS units in the entire game. Absolute phenomenal moment. But as far as, like, making it a regular thing, I am not too hung up on it. Because I feel like if I try to dedicate time to Genshin, that will leave less time for me to dedicate streams and other videos to other games I know for a fact you guys would have a lot more fun watching me play. I feel like the stream we just had of me playing through Genshin and exploring all of the map, which was a nice stream, by the way. I enjoyed that, and just seeing how big the game has become. While it's nice, I honestly feel that may be the last Genshin stream that I do for a while. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like, you know what? I'm just going to continue playing Genshin on my own time. Because next year, it has been suggested to me to mess around with Wuthering Waves, which is another game that has been out on PC and I think mobile, but is going to be coming to consoles as well. But people really love Wuthering Waves. And I'll mess with that and see where it goes. Probably do like a first impression stream, as I tend to do. But I'll mess with that. But I don't know if we're going to be continuing an ongoing series for Genshin. Because you guys already know my stance on gacha games. Mind you, I'm a free-to-play type gacha game player. I don't spend money on these games at all because that's exactly what the games want you to do. But I can't wait for the new Double Dragon game to drop. It's been a long time coming. I can't wait for the new Borderlands. I am definitely playing Borderlands. And hopefully we get some news from THQ Nordic about the next Darksiders game. Because if it's Darksiders 4 and we get to play as all of the horsemen, I don't know how they're going to do the game. I'm just making assumptions here, but I'm looking forward to the next Darksiders game. So 2025, I'm looking for some new game stuff. Also, Omega Force, the same people who are over the Musou games that I love so much, from One Piece to basically every other Musou that I play. They're making not only Dynasty Warriors Origins, still on the fence if I'm going to play that one, but they're also going to be announcing some brand new Musou games, and I am really hoping that they're brand new anime Musous. No disrespect to Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors or Warriors Orochi, but I want more anime Musou games. I want my Jujutsu Kaisen Musou. I want my My Hero Academia Musou. I want Bleach. Bleach is due for a genuine game, aside from Rebirth of Souls. But overall, I'm really looking forward to 2025 and all the games that we're going to be getting there. But going back to Genshin, as far as I'm concerned, while I do enjoy playing Genshin, I don't think there's too much reason for me to continue it on the channel. Because frankly, there's not a lot of demand for it. Let's just be honest here. You guys are not always asking me to play more Genshin. Some people have asked me to pick it up, but it's not been the majority voice who has said so. So I feel like unless this is a unanimous decision where people are asking me when my next Genshin Impact stream is going to be on a regular basis, I do not see reason to continue constantly trying to cover everything Genshin related, or even just my time with Genshin, if it's not something the vast majority of people on this channel want. I rather play games that I know you guys would want to see me play more and more and more, versus a game that even if I boot it up, sure, y'all show up, not exactly the game you would normally play yourself, but hey, Kyushu streaming, I'll just tune in. I'd rather do stuff that you guys are vehemently looking forward to me playing on the channel every single time that I do it. I rather play those games because that way we can enjoy those games more and more and more, rather than it's just like, I'm here, I'm tuning in, and I'm enjoying it. It's good. I'm enjoying it because Kyushu's enjoying it, and not necessarily like, oh, I can't wait to see what this game has next, so I get to enjoy the game and the person who's playing it. So that's the line that I'm drawing there. So as far as Genshin is concerned, my exploring of the map might be the last time I do a Genshin stream on the channel for a while. And you know what? I've been holding back from doing the story because I thought like maybe people want to see me play this on the channel, but I'm just going to continue on my own time. I'm just going to continue on my own time and just progress on my own. If something cool happens, sure, I can make a short video and show you guys. But as far as like dedicating entire streams of it, I probably won't be doing that for a hot minute. Probably not for a while. Wuthering Waves, like I said, I'll check it out once it drops, because that's another free-to-play game, and I believe that's kind of a gacha game as well, but people really, really love the combat, because apparently it's a mixture between Final Fantasy 16 and Devil May Cry. They said the combat was a mixture between Devil May Cry and something else. I got to look at the gameplay again just to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing. But that's something I'm going to be messing with. Elden Ring Night Rain. Who thought we would be getting another Elden Ring piece of media next year? Who would have thought we'd be getting more Elden Ring stuff next year? We thought Shadow of the Erd Tree was the end-all, beat-all. No, we're getting more. The game that put the world in a chokehold for 6 straight months when it launched, then proceeded to put the world in a chokehold when its one and only DLC launched. Now it's going to put the world in a chokehold again. And back, what's going on? Oh, not much, Ryan. Just several more super chats just flew on in. They just flew on in. If you can't tell, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I'm looking forward to Elden Ring Night Rain. Ooh, I feel that game is everything it is. I smell more gaming awards for Elden Ring. Look. What does it say about... Well, actually, it kind of brings the Game Awards into question when a DLC has the capacity to win Game of the Year and has the capacity to be nominated for Game of the Year. And it brings a lot of the Game Awards in question as to how Astrobot won over Black Myth Wukong. Because here's my thought process as to... Because the director for Black Myth Wukong, he questioned, like, what is the criteria necessary for a game to win Game of the Year? And he brings up a very good point. Because it can't be because Astrobot is easy to play and accessible for everyone, because Elden Ring won Game of the Year 2 years ago. So that's not the criteria. That's not the criteria at all, because otherwise Elden Ring probably would have lost to another easy game, easy and accessible game in that same year, but it didn't. So clearly, its accessibility as a video game is not the factor, because Elden Ring was one of the hardest games that released during its launch year, and it was absolutely phenomenal. So it does bring into question what exactly meets a Game of the Year criteria for it to win the award. Because as far as I know, Astrobot wasn't even out for 4 months either at the time. Also, CJ, hello, greetings to you as well. So it does bring into question how Astrobot hasn't even been out for like a long time, but it wins Game of the Year versus Black Myth Wukong, which is a game that is is just purely based in Chinese history and mythology, released to the United States, and is one of the highest grossing games to sell this year, easily topping at one of the best-selling games on Steam. In Steam history. Already made over $1 billion. How much? You know what? So we're going to do a little exploring here since we're talking. Astrobot sales. Okay. So this is from a month ago. Let's see. PS5 exclusive Astrobot sells 1.5 million in 2 months. And here's the thing. This is a PlayStation exclusive. Black Myth Wukong isn't a PlayStation exclusive. So it already has more sales than Astrobot. It has more sales than Astrobot. Is considered one of the best games of this year. So how did a PS5 exclusive win over a game that is a multi-platform game? Like Black Myth Wukong sales. Yeah, since its release on August 20th, Black Myth Wukong has sold over 20 million copies. Whereas Astrobot, as of November 8th, has sold 1.5 million in 2 months. And mind you, a great deal of these sales was from China because, you know, it's their game. It's their game. Let me see if I can find a more recent one. November. Yeah. Astrobot sold 1.5 million copies in 2 months. Black Myth Wukong sold 18 million copies in 2 weeks. So, it begs the question. If it's not the sales that determines how a game is regarded as Game of the Year, and it's not the accessibility of a game that determines a Game of the Year, what determines it? Because Astrobot not only sold less and made less than Black Myth Wukong, but it was also out for a shorter amount of time in comparison to Black Myth Wukong. So it does bring into question what determines Game of the Year. It's like comparing Guns N' Roses to Spinal Tap, Underhanded Tactics, I Smell Money. Yeah, it's a shame that Wukong lost Game of the Year. I think Wukong should have won. It should have won. It should have won. It didn't have any controversy behind it. Now, before I get people saying like, well, actually it did have some controversy. No, it had made up controversy because the people who created the controversy didn't understand, one, mistranslated what was said by directors and people and staff at Game Science, which can be seen as crude remarks, but not disrespectful or downright controversy-worthy remarks. And it has nothing, and Black Myth Wukong did nothing except create a game that was just completely covered in nothing but Chinese culture. No DEI or need for POCs or anything that would be considered woke nowadays, which is a word that many people have lost the complete meaning to and just attach it to anything that isn't that bothers them. It's just attached to anything that bothers people in video games nowadays. That's essentially what the word woke means. It's lost its meaning. It's just used to describe stuff that you don't like. That's what it's used for now. But Black Myth Wukong, in comparison to Astrobot, it was a far superior game. The music was gorgeous. The gameplay was amazing. It was an amazing game from start to finish. You got a true sense of progression and power as you continue to level up and get stronger. It was just absolutely amazing all over. I haven't played Astrobot, so I can't say anything about the game. Aside from, I'm still baffled how it won. So, I go back to this. What does a game need to do to be considered Game of the Year? Because here's the thing. Players voted for their Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and Black Myth Wukong was the one that won. So if it's not the players who are voting for a game that they considered to be Game of the Year, but a different game wins Game of the Year, who is the one who's making these decisions? Shouldn't it be the players who genuinely want a game to win? I'm just saying. If the Gamer's Voice Award went to Black Myth Wukong because players voted for it to win, how did it not win Game of the Year overall? It wasn't sales. It wasn't the amount of copies sold. I'm just saying. If we, the players, voted for Black Myth Wukong to be Game of the Year for us, how is it not Game of the Year at all? The same nonsense happened at the Grammys. I don't watch the Grammys anymore. I don't watch any award shows for actors in movies and stuff. I used to because I was like, let's see all these actors win awards for their acting capabilities, and I thought like, why am I watching this? I don't care about these celebrities that much to watch them get awards for doing their job. I stopped watching it. All these award shows are a joke. Look, that's the reason why I don't be watching award shows in general, specifically movies and television, music, and all that sort of thing. I don't be watching it. Game Awards is pretty much the only award show that I actually watch, but I don't be watching anything else. That's why I said I smell money. It brings the whole thing into question. And mind you, but I haven't watched the Grammys in 20 years. I haven't watched it in years either. But yeah, going back to the director for Game Science, he has every right to question what are the criterias. Don't main votes come in from like companies or something? I don't know. I don't know where the votes come from that determines how a game is made Game of the Year. Because if us voting for a game to be Game of the Year isn't enough to determine that, then it's clear that our voice really doesn't matter. When you think about it, we got, like I said, players voted for Game of the players' gamer's choice, players' voice. They voted for Black Myth Wukong, but it still didn't win. But oh well. Yeah, gotta go see it. All right, Kitty. Yeah, sorry. I didn't want this to be too long. This was meant to just be like, just me just talking to you guys in general about what we're going to be doing for the channel and everything. Kitty, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. I'm looking, if I don't see you again for the next 3 days, either me playing Kirby or me doing whatever for Monday and Tuesday, then I look forward to seeing you next year. Lord say the same, as we, start doing stuff for 2025 and prepare to react to and watch Solo Leveling Season 2. But yes, you have a fantastic day. Say hello to the family for me. Let your kids know that the man with the funny voices says hi. It's been almost 30 years since I've watched any award show. It's all about politics. I don't get off into politics and stuff like that. So that's probably why I fell off from the award show as well. It's just like a bunch of people getting dressed up to talk about how good they are, but they don't really mean it because they got cameras on them. I feel, actually, the last award show that I watched was the one where, and I think I saw a clip of this. The last award show that I watched, probably a clip from, was when Will Smith walked up stage and slapped Chris Rock in the face. That was probably the last award show related piece of media that I watched. And I felt like, you know what? I don't think this is worth it anymore. But let's not go down that road with that situation, because let's leave that alone. But too many overinflated egos? Yes. Way too many overinflated egos. Oh, real quick. I really hope, and I need to say this for all my Xbox viewers out there as well, Xbox peoples out there. I really hope that the year 2025 is good to you guys. I really hope it is. I know y'all supposed to be getting stuff, but I hope the stuff you are getting in 2025 is good. I hope it is good, giving you reasons to own an Xbox in general. I really hope that the stuff you guys get in 2025 is really good, because with all of the layoffs and studio shutdowns on Xbox's side, and then their remarks of like, we need more places like the places we just shut down. The mental regression that Xbox has shown with the very studios and properties that they own has been nothing short of baffling. The layoffs, let's not even go down that road, because no layoffs should be happening at all. There should be no layoffs happening, and we seeing CEOs getting bonuses. Because then you're just showing me that those layoffs don't need to be happening at all. If you are able to get a bonus as a CEO, but you let go of a 4-fingered number of people, no, you don't need that. You don't need that at all. And those layoffs should not happen at all. I really hope that this is the last time we get a year where there are just tons and tons of layoffs. I forgot the guy's name who got an award for his efforts to get people back on their feet after they lose their jobs from gaming studios. Props to that guy. I forget his name. Please forgive me. But him going out of his way to be that helping hand for people who basically lose their source of income from being in a gaming studio that gets hit by massive layoffs, that dude needs to be more glorified than a lot of these CEOs that get like $30 million bonuses after letting go hundreds of people. And I know it's not specific to Xbox, but Xbox pops up a whole lot. But for you Xbox players, I really hope that 2025 is good to you. I really hope it is. PlayStation, while they be making some questionable decisions, and they do make plenty, from Helldivers 2, PlayStation account requirements, if you're a Steam player, which is stupid, by the way. You shouldn't be making people make separate accounts on two different platforms with one that they don't even own for the appearance of security. If they don't, and it's a requirement in order to play the game, that's stupid. Stop doing that. But I'm less worried about PlayStation's place in gaming than I am with Xbox. Nintendo's just doing whatever they want right now. We still need to hear some words about the Switch too. But for Xbox, I really hope that y'all get something that makes owning an Xbox really and truly worthwhile, to the point where PlayStation players are wondering, maybe I should get an Xbox. Because frankly, it has not been that way for a hot minute. It used to be that way when y'all had Halo at the forefront, but Halo fell off. And the only thing you guys really have coming up that could be that major game that can bring people over, especially people on PlayStation, would be the Gears of War game that you guys got coming up. Because frankly, everything else that's happening for Xbox is passable at best. Not a lot of good marketing as far as like the console is concerned. This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Well, if that's an Xbox, then I don't need to buy an Xbox. And when everything's Xbox, nothing will be. What sort of a slogan is that? This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. Shouldn't you be trying to drive people to get the Xbox and not things that can function like an Xbox? Switch 2 is definitely looking to come out in 2025, especially with all the leaks coming out. I don't deal in leaks. Y'all know my opinions on leaks. I don't be messing with that. But that's just my opinion. With all this marketing they're doing for Xbox, they sure aren't doing enough to make sure people actually buy an Xbox. Like, if all this stuff can be on your phone or on your laptop, for what purpose do you need an Xbox? Or your phone, your laptop, or your TV, yet they're basically saying you really don't need to get an Xbox. So I really hope 2025 is a year that you Xbox players have a reason to own a console, and they actually tell people this is a good reason to own an Xbox right now. I just want every console to have something for the people who own them, and it actually makes owning the console worthwhile. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want people to enjoy the consoles they're on. I don't like to see consoles being ridiculed when they ain't got nothing. But when they ain't got nothing, you're just kind of setting yourself up for failure. I'm just saying. Oh, there's a lot of rain outside. A lot of rain. Okay. But as far as other games are concerned, I like I said, I am looking forward to Borderlands 4, hopefully some Darksiders 4. Concerning animation, the recent deal doesn't fully take into account the increasing encroachment of AI art being used on a limited degree. Huh. I am excited for the Switch 2, which feels weird to say. I feel like the standard for like AI art, I mean, you can make beautiful stuff with AI art, but they will never compare to like actual genuine art made by people's own two hands. It will never reach that point. You can make it look as good as you want to look, but it'll always be AI art. There will always be an uncanny valley that just rubs you the wrong way and makes you feel like, it looks nice, but something feels off about it. So as much as they will try, I just don't think AI art is going to get to that point where it replaces true creativity from humans. Sony Animation recent deal doesn't fully take into account the increasing encroachment of AI being used on a limited degree. But my coming back to like AI art, I feel like people should stop using that just in general, because you're not gonna get a show. You're not gonna get a show that just feels right to have AI art in it. Like for example, Secret War, which is that MCU TV show, used AI art for either its opening or its closing credits for the show. And people found out and they thought, wow, so you couldn't even be bothered to create the art. You just created AI, you just had an AI create the art and you just slapped it onto the show. So I feel like there's a hint of laziness. And I'm going to call it what it is. It's lazy if you use AI to fill in the role that a human should be filling in. That's how I feel. Also, Danmachi has had a production meltdown and is going on hiatus. I hope it doesn't kill the hype for it, because Danmachi has probably been popular this anime season. Is that the reason why there's only like 2 episodes for the dub? Is that the reason why? Do I need to watch like the sub version in order to see where it is completely? Because the dub version only has like 2 episodes out for it. I haven't started watching it yet. I'll probably watch it this evening once I get done with everything else, because I got a lot of tabs of stuff that I need to finish watching first before I start moving on to other things. But, different manga going on hiatus, manga ending, animes going on hiatus and taking long breaks. One Piece doesn't come back until April. Literally, I'm going to be 33 years old when One Piece comes back, because my birthday's in March. And my sister's birthday is in April as well. So that'll probably be around the time when One Piece comes back. Actually, I think that One Piece is going to come back before her birthday. But just there's a lot happening in 2025, from One Piece coming back to Solo Leveling. There's just a lot happening next year, and I'm just looking forward to just enjoying it at my own pace. I won't rush. I'll take my time. I'll take breaks when I need to. But overall, I am really looking forward to next year. Now, mind you, this is not my end of the year stream, because I tend to have those. Well, actually, I'll probably just do a video. Yeah, I'll probably just do a video, because this moment right here where I'm just spending the last Saturday of the year with you guys, this is more than enough. But I'll probably have like a final end of the year video for you guys on Tuesday, for the last day of the year, after I get done with everything on that day. So I'll probably, because I got to do the One Piece reflection earlier that afternoon, and then I'll make a video for the end of the year for you guys after that. And then I got like a whole church service end of the year, New Year's service I'm going to be a part of. So, you know, me going to be tooting that horn. But yeah, that's probably what I'm going to leave for you guys for the end of the year. Before we move into January, that following day. So yeah, I believe there's 11 episodes out for season 5. Yeah, okay. So there's 5 episodes out for the sub, only 2 episodes out for the dub. And whether this production meltdown has affected the dub actors and the dub episodes from coming out, I'll probably look into it a little bit more. But 11 episodes for 11 episodes for the sub version. Yeah, I'll probably watch the sub version so that way I can just like fully catch up. But yeah, AI art is still far too inconsistent for animation right now, outside of rotoscoping and similar techniques. Oh yeah, it's way too inconsistent. There are videos out there right now of people trying to make animated movies with AI art, and it's just completely off. It doesn't flow at all. The AI is trying its best to hold everything together, but it's like holding everything together by constantly overlapping it with new iterations that seem similar to the last one, and that's the reason why it feels so off. Like, have y'all seen any of these AI things? There have been quite a lot of anime production meltdowns this year. I've noticed that too. Yeah, there's been meltdowns for like Jujutsu Kaisen because of that one episode with Sukuna versus Maharaga. I heard there was a big meltdown because of that, because of how overworked the artists were just for that one episode alone, because it has to be one of the most heavily animated episodes in all of Jujutsu. And I remember there was something else concerning Uzumaki, where the first episode was just absolutely gorgeous in its animation. And then the animation took a 90-degree nosedive just straight down after that. So this has been the year for animation overworkings. And I feel that like that needs to stop. Because these people who are drawing all of this stuff, not just like with animation, but also mangakas as well. People drawing, that takes energy. That takes time. Time away from families. Time away from resting. And people can and will get overworked because of it, because we got to meet this deadline. We got to get this episode out here. We got to get this episode out there. But you're also stressing people out. You're also stressing and stretching them thin mentally and physically. And it just becomes too much, to the point where people will either go on strike or they just refuse to come back. You can tell when it's AI, the speech patterns and the mispronunciation of names is a dead giveaway. Not just vocally, but just visually. But AI-wise, it's definitely AI, because there are videos out there right now that use the voice of people who have passed on already to tell stories in Star Wars. For example, there's videos out there called Tales of the Dark. It was either Tales of the Dark Side or Tales of Star Wars, where AI images of people like Carrie Fisher and Peter Cushing, and I believe basically people who have passed on already. And I want to say James Earl Jones. I haven't looked at him because I got a stance between looking at AI art that is trying to replicate people's voices, and people are profiting from this. Like videos where it says Batman encouraging you to be better, and it's using Kevin Conroy's voice. That just feels wrong. It just feels wrong to make videos using the voices of people who have already passed on, and you're using it to create videos. It just feels off. Like it would be like creating a video where you continue to use Gilbert Gottfried's voice, and he's gone. Or James Earl Jones's voice for stuff, and he's gone. So it's like, and the thing is, I don't watch it. I don't watch it because it just feels off. It just feels like because some of the stuff that is said from these characters doesn't sound like stuff that the actual actors themselves would actually say. It feels forced. It doesn't feel natural. It just feels you just typed it in and just had them say it, and then just added music over in the background. And it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel human. And that's what makes it feel off. Don't like AI created content? Look, let me tell you this. I was so tempted one day, because I was watching a video from Oni Plays where they were messing with this AI music generator, and I messed with it myself, and I just found it absolutely hilarious. And I thought, ooh, it'd be cool if I got some people together, if I made a stream where me and chat just made up a song with AI. And then I thought about it, like, oh my goodness, I would literally be making a stream messing with AI stuff. And I just said I can't stand AI stuff. Ain't no way. And I said, no, we ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. No. And that's when I said, you know what? I never want to touch this again. Ever. Because I've messed with AI image generators. I've messed with that. And while it's cool and all, it doesn't... It's uncanny valley in the most inhuman of ways. Hey, last stream of the year. I'm sad now. Last Saturday stream of the year. It's the last Saturday stream of the year. But I feel like my last stream of the year may be my One Piece reflection. Yeah, my last stream will probably be my One Piece reflections for the final day of December. So I'll title that last stream of the year. But this is my last one for Saturday. I personally love AIs. They have a lot of potential for the betterment of mankind. Um, as far as like its implementation in media to basically circumnavigate the human touch of things, I'm not a fan of it. AI has its place, but not in place of human creativity. That's my stance. AI does have a place in the world, but not in place of human creativity. Let me see. Let's see. So many YouTube channels out there who use AI voiceovers and they attract you with the clickbaiting thumbnails. Typo. It's all good. Last Saturday, that's cheating. Look, hey, that's the reason why you got to pay attention to the title and the thumbnail. I think AI is good. It's just the way people are using it is bad. I feel like people using AI to get around the recently departed and still use them and using them for content, I feel like that's overstepping boundaries. I feel like AI being used in place of actual people who can draw or create music, I feel like that's overstepping boundaries. There is no way that AI should be winning awards for doing things that humans came up with. That's my opinion. This year we had the first law to regulate AI. It's a beginning. It's like people never seen The Matrix. It's like people never seen Terminator. There are clear examples of what happens when you don't keep if you do not limit the capabilities of AI, because the more AI gets advanced and the more you allow it to think and learn, the more it's going to be wondering, okay, so how can I continue existing without the need for humans? It's we and people it's like people don't pay attention and think like, oh, that's science fiction. We have the capabilities of stopping this. Yeah, the people in the Matrix thought so too. And now all of humanity was pretty much locked up in tubes being used as an energy source for all the sentinels and machines. Oh, we'll be able to stop this. Hey, the people thought they could do that to Skynet, and it pretty much almost wiped out all of humanity. Yeah. Let's see. AI has its place and its potential. It will improve and grow, just not well enough for now. But there is good AI like Neurosama. That's a fun use of AI. Way better of a way to use AI rather than what Kwebbelkop is doing. Who is that? I have no idea who that is. Or they'll never watch Ghost, or they've never watched Ghost in the Shell. See, and I have to reiterate what CJ and I have said. There's a place for AI in the world, just not in place of good old-fashioned human ingenuity and creativity. AI will never get to the level of where human can think outside of the box, because AI can only think within the parameters of that which its programming is limited to. It thinks inside of a box. But for us humans, we are capable of both in the box thinking, out of the box thinking, and even unorthodox thinking that sometimes will not make sense, but it can lead to different discoveries that a machine is just not capable of doing because it is literally based on rules. So while AI is fine until it starts replacing humans at jobs, when it starts replacing humans at jobs when it doesn't need to, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it's an issue. It's an issue if it starts replacing humans in a job that requires a human touch. But that's my 2 cents. But I need to get back to you guys because it's like, what, 8:11? Yes, 8:11. We've been going for like we're getting kind of close to like 2 hours of me just talking. I didn't think I was going to be going on this long, but here we are. But overall, oh, right. Case in point, self-check at Walmart. I mean, it has its uses, but I don't mind just speaking to a person who's rolling the conveyor along, and I'm saying like, "Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing good." And I'm just talking to people. There's just something human and natural about looking at someone who's ringing out your stuff and just smiling at them and saying hi. The human interaction that a machine cannot give you. Just means we get to spend more time with you. I know, Ryan, but I don't want it to go too long because I got some other stuff that I got to do this evening. I got some clothes that I need to iron and prepare for church tomorrow. And then I got some, I want to mess around with Elden Ring and continue my build from there. And also I got some videos that I need to finish up before the night is out. And then I'm going to get me some proper rest tonight. But overall, how many VO streams will you possibly do in 2025? Many. I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't get to the voiceover stream in December like I wanted to, but in January we will be doing one. So CJ, get your list of voices that you would like for me to do ready. Get them ready. Get a list out for them because I'm going to be doing some voiceover streams in January, possibly more than one, but we will have a lot more voiceover streams in 2025. I kind of have the idea of wanting to do one every month, once a month. And there's also a Q&A, and I also want to have like a Q&A stream as well. So given how January 1st will be on a Wednesday, which will technically be one of my days off, I think during the first week of January, just so we can get ourselves on a good foot and start off right, I'll probably have a Q&A session of things that you guys would like to see and questions that you would like to ask me as we move into this brand new year. So that'll be something that we cover in the first week of January. Lord said the same. Cool, can't wait to see what voices you do. I can't wait either because I like making them and I like doing them as well. And since my voice is back, save for this little cough that's trying to stick with me, but I will get rid of it, I feel like I am more than ready. I really am. But in the first week of January, I'll do a Q&A session, and I'll probably do a voiceover session in that same week as well. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'll keep you guys posted in Discord, and I'll keep you guys posted on the community tab so you guys can be kept in the know of everything that's going to be happening for the channel. And should anything miraculous happen, we will, I'll keep you guys updated with everything that goes on. But 2025, I feel like it's going to be a great year for us once more. We hit 5K this year, and I'm looking forward to hitting 5K next year, and even more than that. You know, I set 100,000 subscribers as like a big number that I want to be able to hit for this channel, but I just want to keep going upwards in general. And this channel is doing that, and I'm all the more grateful. So, to cap off this whole session, because I want to go ahead and bring this to a close so that way you guys can go back to doing what you were doing. I know I kept you here longer than I originally foresaw, but I want to just cover this moment. And if I don't see you again anymore for the next 3 days, thank you for everything. Thank you, Kitty, Cyrax, Ozzy. Thank you all for the super chats for today. No, don't go. I know the time has come for me to go. I had so much fun entertaining y'all. Till the next time, or maybe the next show. I'll see you when I see you. I know, Cyrax, but I don't want to spend all of my evening here because I got other stuff that I need to do. I'm a diligent person. I got a lot of ground to cover, not just with this stream, but other things as well. But yes, thank you for everything you guys have ever done for me this year. And thank you for making what I do worthwhile. I literally wake up every day just looking forward to the next thing I get to do for you guys. And you guys have helped me do that this year. Whether it's you like sharing what I do or telling other people about my channel, just all the ways you have helped this channel become even larger than what it is right now, I just want to say thank you. I owe you guys so much. You owe me nothing, but I owe you guys so much. And I just want to say thank you for making this such an amazing year for manga, for games, for everything this channel has brought for all of you. I just want to say thank you. But I'm done for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. You've been a wonderful audience. From Halster to Ozzy to Cyrax to Kitty to CJ to Ryan to Julian to Blaziken to who else is here? Who else was here? Ogata-san. I think I said Ozzy already. And everyone else. Every Halster. everyone else, I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody who showed up here today. I just want to say thank you. Yeah, yeah, I wanted to catch back up to the chat again. But I just want to say thank you for making this such an amazing year, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So, with that being said, oh, Father. Hello, Father. Hi. Hold on. All right. Okay, I was just talking to my dad. We got some things. We got some things that we got to do in the morning. For church. But yeah. Until next time. Until next time, Blaze. Again, I know I've been talking for such a long time. I'll tell them. I'll tell my dad you said hi. You guys have said hi. But I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for making this an amazing year. If I don't see you again for the next 3 days for the next stuff I'm going to be doing, because we're going to be playing Kirby again on Monday. That'll probably be my last gaming stream of the year, where we're playing Kirby and the next zone that we have to unlock. And then Tuesday will be the final day where I do anything for 2024, which will be the One Piece Reflections and my final video for the year. So other than that, you guys are pretty much in the know of everything else that I'm doing. But once again, thank you for everything. I'm going to keep saying thank you. Even when we move into the new year, I'm going to keep saying thank you because I owe you guys that much. You guys have been amazing. You are such a wonderful people to wake up every day and make streams and videos for. And shorts too. Thank you for those as well. But I just want to say thank you for everything. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!